When I'm riding through your hood, east side be with me. So the pole at his chromosome meet with me.
I'm back. Any nigga got a problem with it?
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy T, and I'm back with another video, man. And today we're gonna be talking about Boosie. Alright, so look, man. My ghetto, you make it to C25, you were OG. According to Boosie, of course. And if we're going by his theory, Boosie is indeed an OG. Because he didn't only see 25, he made 38. And on his 38th birthday, he was actually shot in the city of Dallas. Now, there's been a lot of rumors and a lot of speculations going on that maybe Boosie set this entire thing up and he never actually got shot. But the 911 dispatch call has actually just been released. So that means new details have been revealed. And guess what? We about to talk about it. Alright, so boom. Now TMZ got their hands on the leaked 911 calls. I'm gonna read this article verbatim for y'all right quick. And this is via TMZ.com. Boosie 911 audio from shooting. New take on Perp's rod. That's the headline. Now let's get into the article. Multiple eyewitnesses to the Boosie shooting tell a different story from initial reports about the chaotic scene, his getaway from the shooter, and what the shooter was driving. TMZ's obtained the emergency dispatch audio for the day Boosie was shot in Dallas back in November. And based on 3 different callers who dialed 911, it sounds like the Sprinter van in question, which we've been told Boosie was cruising in with his team, is perhaps the vehicle in which the suspects fled. Check out the audio. The first caller gives a brief description of a scene they passed on the road, telling the dispatcher what they saw, something going on with a bunch of men at Big T, claiming to have seen a guy in a red shirt going after someone with a gun. The second caller appears to have witnessed the actual shooting itself, saying somebody was hit and they were taken to a hospital in a gray Acura. She also told the dispatcher that she saw an Audi SUV, presumably a Sprinter, following behind before ultimately darting off in another direction. The third caller confirmed they saw a black Audi SUV driving down the road nearby, claiming to have seen 4 guys inside, with one hanging out the window pointing a gun. Of course, it makes sense Boosie and company will be the ones in the SUV, as artists often use them while they're on the road or touring. It's possible these folks who called for help maybe have things mixed up as well. Obviously, cops had all of this information, but Dallas PD has closed the investigation without making any arrests because the victim refused to cooperate with detectives. Alright, so now that we got all of that out of the way, we have 3 different witnesses here and 3 different stories, but we could gather information from all. You see, the first caller, they saw the altercation first heating up. They claimed to have seen a group of guys causing commotion outside of Big T, which led to one of the guys wearing a red shirt going after someone else while carrying a gun. Now the second caller, she said she actually seen it all go down herself, the actual shootout. She said somebody was hit and they were taken to the hospital in a gray Acura. She also told the dispatcher that she seen the Audi SUV following behind them before eventually darting off. And now the third caller, they seem to have caught it at the aftermath. They say they saw a black Audi SUV driving down the road nearby them, claiming to have seen 4 guys inside, with one hanging out the window pointing the gun. So as you can see, all 3 are different stories, but they all have similarities. It's like putting a puzzle together or some shit. See, this how you know they ain't making up shit and somebody actually got shot. Because the second caller and the third caller they are both describing the same Audi SUV, which is presumably the quote-unquote Sprinter that everyone thought Boosie was in. But it turns out Boosie maybe was actually in an Acura, because the second caller said after they saw the person get hit, they were taken to the hospital in the gray Acura. So if we're assuming Boosie was hit, Boosie was taken in the gray Acura. Now the first caller and the second caller, they both spoke about Big T, and they both also spoke about someone having a gun. So like I said, all are very different viewpoints, but they all fall in line with each other. And some people are under the assumption that Boosie actually shot himself for publicity. This video is getting a little long, so I'm gonna leave it here, but ask yourself this: do you think someone that's diabetic will shoot himself in the leg for something that stupid? Now, if the answer is yes, that's cool. But ask yourself this: if he shot himself in the leg, why when they were on the highway, the second and the third caller both say they saw an Audi SUV trailing behind the Acura with guns hanging out the window? Now, either them niggas that was hanging out the window was somebody that was trying to gun Boosie down, allegedly, or the people in that SUV was actually Boosie people, and now they on point like, nah, they just shot my partner, so now we on one, you feel me? We gotta make sure we get them to the hospital safe. But nonetheless, I mean, we'll never know the truth because the case is closed, as you can see from the article I read. And it was closed because Boosie and company refused to cooperate. But one thing's for certain though, whether you believe him or not, Boosie ain't happy with whoever shot him in the leg. They hit me in my leg, it should have been my head, I swear to God.
Hit me in my leg, but it should have been my head, I swear to God.
If you understand what Boosie is saying. But anyway, man, how y'all feel about this? Let me know in the comment section, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. Hey, man, follow me on Instagram at TZFBaby252. This rap game some dangerous shit. I'm the one who tell it. 2 shootouts in 2020. This ain't like back in 07.
2 shootouts in 2020. Till this ain't nothing like 07.
2 shootouts in 2020. Boosie said it, not me. So I'll let y'all figure out what shootouts he was talking about that happened in 2020. And then ask yourself, does it still seem like a publicity stunt now? Long live Mo3. But I'm gone.
Shots hit me, this ain't even my city.
Prolific.
Aye.
Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry.
Aye.
Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry. Bitch, I'm in these streets. Fuck this industry.